It is neck and neck as we head into the final leg of the men's 200-meter medley first heat. It's coming close and coming into the wall with a time of 1:46.96 is the University of Montreal, followed by 1:48.21 from the University of Sherbrooke A team. This is now the second heat of the men's 200-meter medley relay. In lane 1, we have the University of Laval B team. In lane 2, we have the University of Laval A team. In lane 3, we have the University of Montreal A team. In lane 4, we have McGill University A team. In lane 5, we have the University of GG's A team. Lane 6, University of McGill B team. And lane 7, University of Ottawa B team. Coming first into the wall is McGill A team, followed closely by University of Ottawa A team. McGill has half a body length lead going into the wall. With the last leg coming up now, we have a close race between University of McGill A team and University of Ottawa A team. It is neck and neck, half a body length. Oh my goodness, we have one here, folks. It is coming right down to the wire. Who's gonna touch first? Oh, we have University of McGill, 139.85, followed by U Ottawa, 140.07, and third place is University of Montreal with a time of 1:43.67. What a race that was. Our next race coming up is the women's 400-meter freestyle. In lane 2, we have Sarah Leger from the University of Ottawa. Lane 3, we have Daphne Sengun from UQTR. Lane 4, we have Laura Belodo from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 5, we have Virginie Cote from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 6, we have Sabrina Cloutier from University of Sherbrooke. And lane 5, we have Vivian Duquette from University of Sherbrooke. Coming into the first 100, we have a close race between lane 4 and 5. Our first two leaders still are Laura Bellodo and Virginie Cotier from the University of Sherbrooke. It's the last 25 now, coming into the 200 meter of the 400 freestyle. This was not my event when I was a swimmer, but for them it is. Flipping at a time of 2:14.90. In first is Laura Bellodo, and second is Virginie Cotier from the University of Sherbrooke. The swimmers are now coming up to the 300 meter mark with over 3/4 of this race complete. This is where the legs really come into play. You want to kick and get that last 100 in. All right, last 50 coming up. Our leader is still Laura Bellodo, followed by Virginie Cotier. And in third place, we have Sabrina Cloutier, all from University of Sherbrooke. Last 15 meters of this race for Laura Bellodo, followed by Virginie Cotier. And Laura touches in a time of 4:37.10, followed by Virginie. Oh, the clock just showed up now. 4:42.71 for lane 6 of Sabrina Cloutier. All right, so we are on the second heat of the women's 400 meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Jocelyn Evans from the University of Ottawa. Lane 2 is Florence Vacone from UQTR. In lane 3, we have Margot Martineau from UQTR. Lane 4, we have Alexia Pham Spickler from U Sherbrooke. In lane 5, we have Micah Marigot from UDM. Lane 6, we have Elizabeth Michaud from UDM. Lane 7, we have Sarah Louise Tremblay from UQTR. And in lane 8, we have Catherine Fidelokis from University of Ottawa. Coming into the wall at the 100 meter mark, it is a very close race. We have lane 4 flipping first in a time of 104.41, lane 3 following shortly with a 104.87, and lane 2 following with a 105.02. Coming into the 200-meter mark, we have lane 4, Alexia Spickler, from University of Sherbrooke in the lead, followed by lane 6 of Elizabeth Michaud, and lane 3 following shortly behind her, who is Margot Martineau. This is the last 25 of the 300 meter. Alexia Spickler from U Sherbrooke still in first place with a time of 3:20.61 at the 300 meter mark, followed by lane 6 with a 3:21.87 and lane 5 with a 3:24.13. Lane 6, Elizabeth Michaud is making a move on lane 4, Alexia Spickler. Let's see who comes in first. We got the last 50 of this 400 meter. It is coming down to the wire here, folks. Touching in first place is lane 4, Alexia Spickler from the University of Sherbrooke, followed by sorry folks, lane 4's time did not show up, unfortunately. So second place is lane 6 with a 4:30, and third place is lane 5 with a 4:31.61. We are now on to our third heat of the women's 400 meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Sydney Colquhoun from the University of Ottawa. Lane 2, we have Jade Marquis from UDM. Lane 3, we have Blanche Bisset from UDM. And lane 4, we have Isabel Langridge from the University of Ottawa. Lane 5, we have Sydney Schemmelt from the University of McGill. Lane 6, we have Isabelle Gagnon from University of Laval. In lane 7, we have Marielle Brosseau from McGill University. In lane 8, we have Emma Ponton from McGill University. Isabel Langridge out to a half a body lead in the first 50. Coming into the 100 meter mark, flipping first is lane 4, Isabel Langridge, followed by lane 7 of Marielle Brosseau, followed by lane 2 of Jade Marquis from UDM. Still in the lead is Isabel Langridge from the University of Ottawa, followed shortly by lane 7 of Marielle Brosseau from McGill University. Flipping first at the 200-meter mark, we have Isabel Langridge in a 2:10.28, followed by Marielle Brousseau with a 2:11.48, and lane 6, who is Isabelle Gagnon, and is in third place with a 2:11 as well. Coming up to the 300-meter mark, we still have the same leader as Isabel Langridge, followed by now in second, Isabelle Gagnon. And then in third place, we have lane 3, Blanche Besset from UDM. This is a close race up for the top, up for the grabs here, folks. Isabelle Gagnon really has brought on the jets for this last 150 meters. She is now in first place with a 50 left to go. Can she hold on to it? With 1:25 left, lane 6, Isabelle Gagnon is in the first place, followed by Isabel Langridge in lane 4. And touching in first place is lane 6, Isabelle Gagnon from the University of Laval. In second place, Isabelle Langridge. And in third place, we have lane 3, Blanche Besset from the University of Montreal. We are now moving on to Heat 4 of the 400-meter women's freestyle. In lane 1, we have Keely McLeod from University of McGill. In lane 2, we have Amy Maharg from the University of Ottawa GGs. Lane 3, we have Beatrice Weiss-Reed from McGill University. In lane 4, we have Raphael Tremblay from the University of Laval. Lane 5 is Iris Tinmouth from University of McGill. Lane 6, Natasha Frost, also from the University of McGill. In lane 7, we have Emily Deschazal from McGill University. And in lane 8, we have Penelope Harvey from University of Laval. Flipping at the 100-meter mark, our first place leader is lane 5, Iris Tinmouth from the University of McGill, followed by lane 4, and then followed by lane 2 of Amy Maharg from the U Ottawa GGs. Coming up to the 200-meter mark, we have a half-body lead from lane 5, Iris Tinmouth, followed by lane 4, of Raphael Tremblay. And lane 2, Amy Mahard from the URGGs. There's a close race for second right here. Iris Tinmouth is really breaking away from the rest of the group here, while Amy Mahard from the University of Ottawa and Raphael Tremblay from the University of Laval are fighting for second place here. Into the 300 mark, Iris Tinmouth is still in first, while Raphael Tremblay follows in second and Amy Mahard follows in third. Coming into the last 25 here, we have a very close race for second. Iris Tinmouth coming in with the last 5 meters and touches in a time of 4:14.26, followed shortly behind by lane 4 of Raphael Tremblay from the University of Laval, followed shortly behind by Amy Mahard from the University of Ottawa. Alrighty, we have started the Heat 1 of the men's 400 meter freestyle. In lane 3, we have Nicholas Drolets from the University of Laval. In lane 4, we have Zachary Pantarado from the University of Ottawa GGs. And from lane 5, we have Justin Goslin from the University of Laval. Zachary Panarado from the University of Ottawa out with a early first lead coming into the first 100, flipping in a time of 59.65, followed by lane 3 of Nicholas Drolet in a time of 101.31, followed by lane 5 in a 102.09. Coming into the halfway mark here, we have Zachary Panarado from the University of Ottawa flipping first in a time of 2:04.50. Our leader, Zachary, is still making grounds while the other two swimmers are fighting for second and third. Coming to the wall for the 300-meter mark, we have Zachary still in the lead with a 3:09.48, followed closely behind by lane 5 with a 3:14.05, followed by lane 3 and a 3:15.96. We are now on the last 50, with Zachary still in the lead, followed in second by Justin, and in third by Nicholas. Zachary coming into the last 15 meters. And touching the wall in a time of 4:14.16 from Zachary Panaretto from the University of Ottawa. Followed by lane 5, Justin Goslin from University of Laval, and lane 3, Nicholas Drolet from the University of Laval as well. We are now on to the second heat of the men's 400-meter freestyle. In lane 2, we have Jules Demey from the University of Montreal. In lane 3, we have Louis Lalonde from Ottawa University. Lane 4, we have Jihoon Bae from McGill University. Lane 5, we have Silas Campbell from Ottawa University. Lane 6, we have Trevor Campbell from Ottawa University. And in lane 7, we have Calvin Walsh from the University of Sherbrooke. Flipping first after the first 100 is lane 5, Silas Campbell from the University of Ottawa, followed by lane 6, Trevor Campbell from the University of Ottawa, followed by lane 3, Louis Lalonde from also the University of Ottawa. Silas Campbell still in the lead as we are coming up to the 200-meter mark, followed shortly behind by both Trevor Campbell and Louis Lalonde, both from the University of Ottawa. Flipping in a time of 1:59.40 is Silas Campbell, followed by Trevor Campbell with a 2:01.32, and lane 3 is Louis Lalonde with a 2:01.45. Silas Campbell still our leader. coming into the 300-meter mark with a time of 3:02.74. Followed now by Louis Lalonde, who is followed by Trevor Campbell, all from the University of Ottawa GGs. We are now on our last 50 of this 400-meter freestyle. Silas Campbell still in the lead. Louis Lalonde is making a push for Silas. Calvin Walsh from the University of Sherbrooke is now burst into third place. Silas Campbell in first place with a time of 4:05.46, followed by Louis Lalonde, 4:07.21, and followed by lane 7, Calvin Walsh from the University of Sherbrooke with a 4:11.82. Now on the blocks is our Heat 3 of the men's 400-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Keenan Gander from McGill University. Lane 2 is Philippe Lacasse from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3, is James Bertram from University of Ottawa. Lane 4 is Spencer Alouette from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 5 is Murat Tokatli from McGill. And lane 6 is Theo Drouin from the University of Laval. Lane 7 is William Morin from McGill University. And lane 8 is Justin Legault from UDM. Coming to the wall at the 100-meter mark, lane 6 is in first with a time of 57.63, followed by lane 4 with a 57.99, and lane 3 with a 58.01. This is a close race. Our leader in lane 6, Theo Druinen from the University of Laval. Well, we have a 5-man fight here for second and third place. Flipping with a time of 1:58.46 is Theo Drouin, followed by lane 3 of James Bertram from University of Ottawa, followed by lane 4 of Spencer Alouette from University of Sherbrooke. Theo Drouin still with the lead coming to the 300-meter mark. Followed shortly behind by lane 3, James Bertram, who is followed by lane 5 of Murat Tokatali from McGill University. With less than 100 meters to go, Theo Druin is still in the lead, followed by James Bertram, trying to catch up. Last 50 of this third heat of men's 400 freestyle. Theo Druin has a big lead, but the third and second place is a very close race here. Last 15 meters. In first place, we have Theo Druin with a time of 4:00:74, followed by James Bertram, lane 3, with a 4:04:24, followed by lane 7, William Morin with a time of 4:04:47. Now stepping on the blocks is our fourth and final heat of the men's 400-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from the University of McGill, we have Torin Vandersteen. In lane 2 from the University of McGill, we have Artuam Valadin. In lane 3, we have Laure Lafontaine Giguier from University of Montreal. In lane 4, we have Hugo Janvier from Laval. In lane 5, we have Edward Duffy from UDM. Lane 6, we have Raphael Blamart from UDM. Lane 7, we have Maxime Lafleur from University of Sherbrooke. And in lane 8, we have Juan Pablo Colazos from the University of Laval. Coming up to the 100-meter mark, we have lane 6 in first place, followed by lane 5 and lane 2, all close at the top. Raphael Blamart with a half a body length lead here, followed by lane 5, who is Edward Duffy, followed by lane 2 of McGill University, Artuam Valadin. Coming to the 200-meter mark here, we have Raphael Blamart with a full body length now, ahead of second place, who is lane 2 of Artuam Valadin of McGill University, followed by lane 5, Edward Duffy from the University of Montreal. How's it going? With less than a 50 to go, Raphael Blamart and Artuam Valadin from McGill University are fighting for the first place lead. The last 10 meters. And touching in first place is lane 6 of Raphael Blamartz, followed by lane 2, Archouam Voladine, followed by lane 4 of Hugo Janvier from University of Laval. Our next event coming up is women's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 2 from the University of Ottawa GGs, we have Maria Jeska. In lane 3 from the University of Laval, we have Marie-Jean Giasson. In lane 4 from the University of Laval, we have Georgina Birnbaum. In lane 5, we have Diani Chepchet from the University of Sherbrooke. In lane 6, we have Molly Beausheim from the University of Sherbrooke. And in lane 7, we have Rosemarie Tremblay from the University of Sherbrooke. Touching in first is lane 5, Diana Chepchet, followed by lane 7 of Rosemarie Tremblay and lane 2 of Maria Jeska. On to our second heat of the women's 50-meter butterfly. Lane 1, Olivia Salantis from McGill University. Lane 2, Florian Frappier from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3, Camille Menard from the University of Laval. Lane 4, Emily Bellinger from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 5 is Aurélie Surprenant from Ottawa University. Lane 6 is Megan Crevier from University of Montreal. And lane 7, Emma Sire from Ottawa University. And lane 8, Micah Deschales. Finishing in first is lane 6, followed by lane 1 and lane 5, being Megan Crevier, Olivia Salantis, and Aurélie Surprenant. On to our third heat. We have lane 1, Rachel Smith from the University of Ottawa. Lane 2 is Marianne Leroux from University of Laval. Lane 3 is Lawrence Arsenal from UQTR. Lane 4, we have Myri Cormier from UQTR. Lane 5, we have Sabrina Madid from UDM. Lane 6, Jocelyn Evans from Ottawa University. Lane 7, Katrina Vendetti from McGill University. And lane 8, Gemma Durant from McGill University. Touching us first is lane 1, Rachel Smith from the University of Ottawa. On to our fourth heat of the women's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1, we have Nora Dallo from University of Laval. In lane 2, we have Samuel Taroltz from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 3, we have Annabelle Jackson from Ottawa University. Lane 4, we have Delphine Tanguay from UDM. Lane 5, we have Abby McKinley from University of Ottawa. Lane 6, we have Emily Lachance from University of Laval. In lane 7, we have Elizabeth Roy from University of Laval. In lane 8, we have Daphne Tanguay from University of Sherbrooke. Touching in first, lane 5, Abby McKinley from the University of Ottawa. On to Heat 5, we have lane 1, Rachel Blackmore from McGill University. Area Jade Fortier from McGill University in lane 2. Josephine Streppel from the University of Ottawa in lane 3. Jenna Wall from McGill University in lane 4. Raphael Lord from University of Laval in lane 5. Stella Barcelow from the University of McGill in lane 6. Valentina Kolchichev from McGill University in lane 7. And Martine Suray in lane 8 from UDM. And touching in first, we have lane 3, Josephine Streppel from the University of Ottawa. On to our 6th and final heat of the women's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1, we have Amélie Robichaud from the University of Ottawa. Lane 2, we have Emily Morissette from Sherbrooke. Lane 3, we have Raphael Lavoie from Ottawa University. Lane 4, we have Emilia Master-Mateo from McGill University. Lane 5 is Natalie Day from McGill University. Lane 6, Melanie Di Maria from McGill University. Lane 7, Kaylin Firth from McGill University. And lane 8, Marie-Christine Tremblay from University of Laval. And touching in first, lane 4, Amelia Master-Mateo from McGill University. We are now starting heat 1 of the men's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 3, we have Felix Thomas Cohen from UDM. In lane 4, we have Yon Jalbert from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 5, we have Antoine Dion from University of Sherbrooke. And touching in first place with a time of 21:06 is Yon Jalbert from the University of Sherbrooke. On to heat 2 of the men's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 2, we have Louis Felix Gonneau from the University of Sherbrooke. In lane 3, we have Loic Rousseau from UDM. Lane 4, we have Matthew Gougion from the University of Laval. Lane 5 is Dora Novak from UDM. Lane 6 is Cedric Vigneault from UDM. And lane 7 is Philippe Levesque from University of Laval. Touching in first place is lane 5, Doran Novak from the University of Montreal. On to our third heat here. In lane 1, we have Alexandre Carnvier from UDM. Lane 2, Remy Lavoie-Mill from University of Laval. Lane 3, Jagdev Gill from McGill University. Lane 4, we have River He from McGill University. Lane 5, we have Jan Zephyr from Ottawa University. Lane 6 is Michael Caron from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 7 is Jean-Christophe Leroux from University of Sherbrooke. And lane 8 is James Clark. And touching in first is lane 4, River He from the University of McGill with a time of 25:54. On to our fourth heat of the men's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1, we have Alexandre Gauthier from University of Laval. Lane 2 is Julien Boyer from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3 is Jacob Milekjak from University of Ottawa. Lane 4 is Alexandre Philotrout from University of Laval. Lane 5 is David Pan from UDM. Lane 6 is Jihoon Bae from McGill University. Lane 7 is Mathieu Bolduc from University of Montreal. And lane 8 is Torin Vandersteen. And touching in first place with a time of 21:50 is lane 3, Jacob Mikolajczak. On to our fifth heat of the men's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1 from the University of Ottawa, we have Noah Taylor. In lane 2 from the University of Ottawa, Nicholas Rachanovic. Lane 3 from McGill University, we have Ricardo Camuso. Lane 4 from University of Laval, Noah Belosio. Lane 5 from McGill University, Robin Domingo. Lane 6 from McGill University, Eric Lindenson. Lane 7 from University of Ottawa, Hashim Haba. And lane 8, Frederick St. Pierre from UQTR. And touching in first with a time of 24:41 is lane 6, Eric Linson from McGill University. On to our sixth and final heat of this men's 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1, Charles-Antoine Boucher from McGill University. Lane 2, Zachariah Boulajoul from UDM. Lane 3, Tristan Govier from McGill University. Lane 4, Alam Kurji from Ottawa University. Lane 5, Baris Kartoglou from Ottawa University. Lane 6, Victor Ayong from UDM. Lane 7, Maxime Lefleur from University of Sherbrooke. And lane 8, Vincent Lavoie Rancourt from the University of Laval. And touching in first place with a time of 23:89 is Alam Kurji from the University of Ottawa. On to our next event, which is the women's 200-meter IM. In lane 3 from the University of Ottawa, we have Clara Jerling. In lane 4 from UQTR, we have Mathilde Kayer. And lane 5 from University of Laval, we have Mathilde Chalafour. Touching first after the fly leg, we have Clara Jerling from the University of Ottawa with a time of 31:66. At the 100-meter mark, Clara Jerling still in the lead with a time of 1:08.80. After the third leg of the 200-meter IM, Mathilde Chalafour from University of Laval is now in first place. And touching in first place with a time of 2:30:45 from the University of Laval, Mathilde Chalafour. On to our second heat of the women's 200-meter IM. In lane 2, from the University of Montreal, Anne-Sophie Michaud. In lane 3, from the University of Ottawa, Amy Wang. In lane 4, from the University of Montreal, Elizabeth Michaud. In lane 5, from the University of Montreal, Romaine Harang. In lane 6, from the University of McGill, Kaylin Firth. And in lane 7, from the University of Laval, Emily Lachance. Touching first after the fly leg in a time of 30:82 is lane 4, Elizabeth Michaud. At the 100-meter mark, lane 6, Kaylin Firth from McGill University is now in the lead. Coming to the wall with a 50 left to go, lane 5, Romaine Harang from University of Montreal. And touching first in a time of 2:22:63 from the University of Montreal, Romaine Harang. We are now on the third and final heat of the women's 200-meter IM. In lane 1, we have Marielle Brousseau from McGill University. Lane 2, Harper Lipton from McGill University. Lane 3, Maya McGann from McGill University. Lane 4, Raphael Tremblay from University of Laval. Lane 5, Corian Vezina from University of Laval. Lane 6, Micah Marigot from University of Montreal. Lane 7, Chloe Cooper Kelly from McGill University. And lane 8, we have Marie-Helene Lemoyne from the University of Laval. And our leader at the halfway point with a time of 1:04:03 is lane 4 of Raphael Tremblay from the University of Laval. with a 50 left to go. Lane 4, Marie Tremblay, followed shortly by lane 5, Corianne Vezina, both from the University of Laval. We are now on to Heat 1 of the men's 200-meter IM. In lane 3, we have Victor Lambert from the University of Montreal. In lane 4, we have Carl Abu Ghanam from the University of McGill. And in lane 5, we have Adam Al-Sifan from the University of Ottawa. At the halfway mark, lane 5, Adam Al-Sifan from the University of Ottawa is in first place with a time of 1:01.71. With 150 to go, touching the wall at a time of 1:39.67 is Carl Abu Ghanam from McGill University. Touching in first place with a time of 2:10.24 is Carl Abu Ghanam from McGill University. On to Heat 2 of the men's 200-meter IM. In lane 1, we have Edward Duffy from the University of Montreal. In lane 2, we have Alvin Zen Song from McGill University. Lane 3, Vincent Cotier from the University of Laval. In lane 4, we have Frederick St. Pierre from the University of UQTR. Lane 5, we have Charles Bertram from the University of Montreal. Lane 6, Damien Bailey from the University of Ottawa. And lane 7, we have Michael Janvier from the University of Laval. Touching in first place after the first 50 is lane 6, Damien Bailey from the University of Ottawa. Still with the lead at the halfway mark, we have Damien Bailey from the University of Ottawa with a 58.81. With 150 left to go, Damian Bailey still in the lead, followed by lane 2, Alvin Zen. Onto our third heat of the men's 200-meter IM. In lane 1, Keenan Gander from the University of McGill. Lane 2, Jonathan Gallagher from Ottawa University. Lane 3, Victor Perron from University of Laval. Lane 4, Tristan Labière from the University of Laval. And lane 5, Robin Domingo from McGill University. Lane 6, Alejandro Gigi from McGill University. In lane 7, Simon Korcher from UQTR. And in lane 8, we have Brandon Hakey from the University of Ottawa. Touching in first place with it is Ricardo Camuso from the University of McGill. In lane 2, Jonathan Gallagher from the University of Ottawa in the lead. Still in the lead, lane 2, Jonathan Gallagher from the University of Ottawa with a time of 1:37.57 with 150 to go. And touching in first with a time of 2:07.38 is Jonathan Gallagher from the University of Ottawa. On to our fourth and final heat of the men's 200-meter IM. In lane 1 from the University of Laval, Juan Pablo Calozos. In lane 2 from the University of McGill, Ricardo Camoso. In lane 3 from the University of Ottawa, Colin Shearer. In lane 4 from the University of McGill, Loic Corville Fortin. In lane 5 from the University of Montreal, Raphael Blamart. In lane 6 from the University of McGill, Yegor Semyuk. In lane 7 from University of Laval, Lucas Treger. And in lane 8 from University of Sherbrooke, Tyler Blaise. Loic Corville Fortin from McGill University is out to an early lead in this last heat of the 200-meter IM, touching first in a time of 57.98 after the first two legs. Loic is followed closely behind by Colin Shearer of the University of Ottawa GGs and lane 5 of Raphael Blamart from the University of Montreal. With 150 to go, Loic, Corville, Fortin is still in the lead. And touching in a time of 2:01:49, lane 4, Loic, Corville, Fortin from the University of McGill. We are now going to have a short little break, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Welcome back. We have just started the first heat of the women's 200 meter freestyle relay. We are on the final leg, and coming into the wall here, we have the University of Laval B team touching first in a time of 1:53.94, followed by, I believe, UDM, and then U Sherbrooke. Now we are on the second heat of the women's 200 meter freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have the University of Sherbrooke A team. In lane 2, we have University of Laval A team. In lane 3, we have University of McGill B team. In lane 4, we have University of McGill A team. Lane 5, we have the University of Ottawa GGs, their A team. Lane 6 is University of Montreal A team. And then lane 7 is the University of Ottawa GGs B team. Touching in first after the first leg is lane 5, University of Ottawa GGs, in a time of 26:30. Those are some great underwaters from lane 4 on the McGill team. Onto our third leg of the 4x50 freestyle relay. University of Ottawa GG still in the lead, followed closely behind by the University of McGill. Onto the last leg, the University of Ottawa GGs touching a time of 1:18.23 with the last and final leg coming up here. McGill shortly behind the GGs as well. Last 15 meters. And touching in first place, lane 5, the University of Ottawa GGs with a time of 1:44.44. Now on to heat 1 of the 4x50 meter freestyle relay, men's. In lane 3, we have the University of Sherbrooke B team. In lane 4, we have the University of Montreal B team. And in lane 5, we have the University of Laval B team. Touching first after the first leg is lane 5, University of Laval, with a time of 24:77. We have a close race between UDM and University of Laval, with UDM touching first with a time of 49:04 after the second leg. Onto the last leg of this 4x50 meter freestyle race, University of Montreal has the edge over University of Laval. And touching the wall first with a time of 1:38.38 is lane 4, University of Montreal B team. Onto our second heat of the men's 4x50 freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have University of Laval A team. Lane 2 is the U Ottawa GG's B team. Lane 3, University of Sherbrooke A team. In lane 4, we have McGill A team. Lane 5 is the U Ottawa GG's A team. Lane 6 is University of Montreal's A team. And then lane 7 is University of McGill's B team. And touching first after the first leg in a time of 23:31 is lane 4, McGill University. Wow, what a start there by the University of Ottawa second leg. And touching in first after the second leg is the University of Ottawa GGs with a time of 45:99. Can the GGs hold off McGill here? With one leg to go, the GGs are still in first with a time of 1:08:54. It's coming down to the wire here. Oh, what a race this is. It is neck and neck. 10 meters to go. 5, and who is going to touch first? It is the U Ottawa GGs with a time of 1:32:02. Just out touching McGill University. On to our next event, which is the women's 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Victoria Turcotte from the University of Sherbrooke. In lane 2, we have Anne-Sophie Michaud from the University of Montreal. In lane 3, we have Mathilde Chalafour from the University of Laval. In lane 4, we have Kalia McLeod from the University of McGill. Lane 5, Isabel Langridge from the University of Ottawa. In lane 6 is Madison Doe from the University of Ottawa. Lane 7 is Micah Deshay from the University of Sherbrooke. And in lane 8 is Florence Perron from the University of Sherbrooke. Touching first, lane 3, Mathilde Chalafour from the University of McGill. And halfway with a time of 1:17:20, lane 3, Mathilde Chalafour from the University of Laval, followed by Isabel Langridge from the University of Ottawa. With 1:50 to go, Mathilde Chalafour from the University of Laval is still in the lead, followed now by lane 2, Anne-Sophie Michaud, and lane 5, Isabel Langridge from the University of Ottawa. And touching in first place, lane 3, Mathilde Chalifort from the University of Laval. On to our second and final heat of the women's 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Valentina Kolchev from the University of McGill. Lane 2, Jenna Wall from the University of McGill. Lane 3, Mades Miville Rodrigue from the University of Montreal. Karine Vesna from the University of Laval. In lane 4, and in lane 5, we have Romain Harain from the University of Montreal. Lane 6, Chloe Cooper-Kelly from the University of McGill. Lane 7, Grace Liu from the University of Ottawa. And in lane 8 is Aurélie Gagnon from University of Sherbrooke. After the first 50, lane 5, Romain Harain is in the lead from the University of Montreal. The halfway points, lane 5, Romain Harain is still in the lead with a time of 1:13.21. Oh, looks like we have an injured swimmer. Hope she is okay. Give us a second here, folks. We just want to make sure the swimmer in the pool is okay. Welcome back, folks. We are now starting the men's 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 3, Maxime Frenet from the University of Sherbrooke. In lane 4, Michael Janvier from the University of Laval. In lane 5, Vincent Cotier from the University of Laval. And in lane 6, Franco Meraki Scalise from the University of Sherbrooke. Touching first after the first 50, lane 4, Michael Janvier. At the halfway mark, still in first place, Michael Janvier from the University of Laval. With 150 to go, Michael Janvier still in the lead, followed close behind by Maxime Frenet from the University of Sherbrooke. Maxime Frenet seems to be making a move on Michael Janvier as he's starting to pull ahead. With 15 meters to go, Maxime Frenet from the University of Sherbrooke has took the lead. And touching the wall in first place with a time of 2:26.83 is Maxime Frenet from the University of Sherbrooke. Now onto heat 2 of the men's 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Charles Bertram from the University of Montreal. In lane 2, Victor Zhang from the University of Ottawa. In lane 3, Hisham El Hafawi from the University of Ottawa. In lane 4, Victor Perron from the University of Laval. In lane 5, Simon Kucher from the University of Trois-Rivières. And in lane 6, Lucas Trigger from University of Laval. Lane 7, we have Damien Figuet Kossirev from the University of McGill. And in lane 8, we have Sam Russell from the University of Ottawa. Out to an early lead in lane 2, we have Victor Zhang from the University of Ottawa, followed closely behind by Hisham El Hafawi. Touching in a time of 1:06.19 is Victor Zhang. With 150 to go, Victor Zhang from the University of Ottawa is still in the lead. There's a good race going on for second place as well, as Hisham El Hafaway from Ottawa University and Simon Couture from UQTR are battling for that second place finish. Touching in first place from the University of Ottawa GGs is Victor Zhang with a time of 2:19.04, followed by lane 5, Simon Couture from the University of Trois-Rivières with a time of 2:22.76. On to the third and final heat of the 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Vincent Gagnon from UDM. In lane 2, we have Raphael Blamart from UDM as well. Lane 3, Hans Lee Yin Pin from UDM. In lane 4, we have Eric Lindson from McGill University. Lane 5 is Charlie Trofmick from the University of Ottawa. Lane 6, Brandon Hakey from the University of Ottawa. Lane 7 is Alejandro Gigi from McGill University. And lane 8, James Bertram from University of Ottawa. Touching in first, lane 4 with a time of 29:98 is Eric Lindson from McGill University. At the halfway mark, Eric Lindson still in the lead with a time of 1:04.51, followed by lane 6, who is Brandon Hakey from the University of Ottawa GGs with a time of 1:06.51. With 1:50 to go, Eric Lindson still in the lead, followed by lane 6, Brandon Hakey from the University of Ottawa GGs. There's a close race here for second and third between Brandon Hakey and lanes 1, 2, and 3. Vincent Gagnon, Raphael Blamart, and Hans Lee Ying Pin, all from UDM. And touching in first place with a time of 2:14.53 is Eric Lindson from McGill University. We are now moving on to our next event, which is the women's 50-meter backstroke. This was more my cup of tea when I used to swim. And in lane 1 from the University of Sherbrooke, Vivienne Duquette. Lane 2 from the University of Trois-Rivières, Mathilde Cailleur. Lane 3 from the University of McGill, Katrina Vendetti. In lane 4 from the University of Sherbrooke, Emily Bellinger. In lane 5 from the University of Ottawa, Katerin Vidalukas. In lane 6 from the University of Montreal, Maeva Gauthier. Lane 7, Daphne Segun from UQTR. And lane 8, Georgina Birnbaum from University of Laval. And then touching first, we have lane 3, Katrina Venditti from McGill University. Seems like we're having some technical difficulties with the starter, so it might just be a little bit longer. And we are now on to the second heat of this 50 backstroke. In lane 1 from the University of Trois-Rivières, Lawrence Arsenault. In lane 2, Natasha Frost from McGill University. Lane 3, Margot Martineau from UQTR. In lane 4, Sarah Louise Tremblay from UQTR. In lane 5, Lily No from UDM. Lane 6, Celine Desprez from University of Laval. Lane 7, Elizabeth Roy from University of Laval. And lane 8, Jade St. Amour from University of Sherbrooke. And touching first at the wall is lane 5, Lily No from University of Montreal with a time of 30.86. On to the third and final heat of the women's 50-meter backstroke. In lane 1 from University of Sherbrooke, Molly Boscheman. Lane 2 from University of Ottawa, Isabel Melanson. Lane 3, Martine Suriel from the University of Montreal. Lane 4, Rebecca McGrath from University of McGill. Lane 5, Amelia Master-Mateo from McGill University. Lane 6, Eleanor Aubin from University of Laval. Lane 7, Abby McKinley from Ottawa University. And Lane 8, Clara Gerling from the University of Ottawa. And touching in first place, lane 4 with a time of 28:06 is Rebecca McGrath from McGill University. We have now started the men's 50-meter backstroke, heat 1. In lane 3 from the University of Montreal, Vincent Guénon. In lane 4 from the University of Sherbrooke, Antoine Dion. And in lane 5 from the University of Laval, Matthew Gougion. And touching first at the wall is lane 5, Matthew Gougion from the University of Laval with a time of 29:19. We are now on to heat 2 of the men's 50-meter backstroke. In lane 2, Adam Alcifan from the University of Ottawa. Lane 3, Victor Lambert from the University of Montreal. Lane 4, Vincent Lavoie-Rancourt from the University of Laval. Lane 5 is Justin Legault from the University of Montreal. Lane 6 is Jan Zephyr from the University of Ottawa. Lane 7 is Remy Lavoie-Mill from the University of Laval. And coming in, close race, touching first is lane 2, Adam Alcifan from the University of Ottawa GGs. With a time of 27:86. We are now moving on to heat 3 of the men's 50-meter backstroke. In lane 1 from the University of Ottawa, Damien Bailey. In lane 2 from the University of Sherbrooke, Jean-Christophe Leroux. Lane 3 from McGill University, Alvin Zen Song. Lane 4 from Laval University, Joel Pendinal. Lane 5 from Laval, Noah Beausoleil. Lane 6 from UDM, Alexandre Dehem Lemin. Lane 7 from Laval, Alexandra Philitrotes. And in lane 8 from UDM, Samuel Barassa. Touching in first place, lane 2, Alvin Zen Song from McGill University. Oh, sorry, got that wrong. Jean-Christophe Leroux from University of Sherbrooke with a time of 26:94. Now onto the final heats of the men's 50-meter backstroke. In lane 1, Onur Gul from McGill University. In lane 2, Boris Kartoglou from Ottawa University. In lane 3, Romain Van Moen from McGill University. In lane 4, Loic Corville Fortin from McGill University. Lane 5, Nicholas Radjanovic from Ottawa University. Lane 6, Tristan Govier from McGill University. In lane 7, Jonathan Gallagher from Ottawa University. And in lane 8, Antoine Charles Boucher from McGill University. And touching first with a time of 21:05. In lane 4 is Loic Corville Fortin. We are now moving on to the next event, which is the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Aurélie Gagnon from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 4, Micah Deshay from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 5, Sabrina Cloutier from University of Sherbrooke. And in lane 6, Vivian Duquette from the University of Sherbrooke. Flipping first after the first 50 is lane 3, Aurélie Gagnon from the University of Sherbrooke with a time of 31:43. Last 10 meters, and it is a very close race. Coming into the last stroke, and it's lane 5 with a time of 1:05:19. Sabrina Cloutier from the University of Sherbrooke winning this heat. On to heat 2 of the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Marianne Leroux from the University of Laval. In lane 2, Madison Doe from the University of Ottawa. In lane 3, Grace Liu from the University of Ottawa. In lane 4, Valentina Kolyachev from the McGill University. In lane 5, Alexia Famspickler from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 6, Mary-Jean Guillasson from University of Laval. In lane 7, Florence Perron from University of Sherbrooke. And lane 8, Victoria Torcott from the University of Sherbrooke. And flipping first, lane 4 in a time of 29:15, Valentina Kolyachev from University of McGill. Touching the wall first in a time of 1:00:46 is lane 4, Valentina Kolyachev from the University of McGill. We have a repeat of heat 2 of the 50-meter backstroke, as I believe there must have been a hold. In lane 3, we have Victor Lambert. Lane 4 is Vincent Lavoie Rancourt. Lane 5 is Justin Legault. Lane 6 is Yann Zephyr. And lane 7 is Remy Lavoie Mill for the 50-meter backstroke. And touching first in a time of 27:95 is lane 3, Victor Lambert from the University of Montreal. We are on to heat 3 of the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Virginie Cote from the University of Sherbrooke. In lane 2, we have Samuel Tarot from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3, we have Marie Cormier from UQTR. Lane 4 is Camille Menard from University of Laval. Lane 5, Sarah Leger from Ottawa University. Lane 6 is Catherine Vitalucas from Ottawa University. Lane 7, Madis Meville Rodrigue from UDM. And lane 8 is Olivia Salantis from McGill University. Touching first at the wall, lane 4 in a time of 1:00:88 is Camille Menard from the University of Laval. On to heat 4 of the women 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Chloe Cooper-Kelly from McGill University. Lane 2, Florian Frappier from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3, Maria Jeska from Ottawa University. Lane 4, Penelope Harvey from the University of Laval. Lane 5, Gemma Durand from McGill University. Lane 6 is Rosemarie Tremblay from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 7 is Jenna Wall from McGill University. And lane 8 is Emma Ponton from McGill University. Flipping first, lane 7 with a 29.50 is Jenna Wall from McGill University. Emma Ponton really put on the jet blasters for that last 5 meters, and she finishes first with a time of 59.79, winning the 4th heat. We are now moving on to heat 5 of the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from the University of Ottawa, Amy Wang. Lane 2 from the University of Montreal, Delphine Tanguay. Lane 3 from the University of Ottawa, Aurélie Supernant. Lane 4 from the University of Laval, Isabelle Gagnon. And lane 5 from the University of Montreal, Jade Marquis. Lane 6 from the University of Laval, Emily Lachance. Lane 7 from the University of Montreal, Sabrina Madid. And lane 8 from University of Sherbrooke is Diani Chepchet. Flipping first, lane 1, Amy Wang with a 28.90. Amy Wang with the 15-meter lead, with the lead at the 15-meter mark. And she touches first in a time of 1:00:31 out of lane 1. We are now on to heat 6 of the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from the University of UQTR, Margot Martino. In lane 2, Laura Bilodeau from the University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3, Natalie Day from McGill University. Lane 4, Rachel Smith from Ottawa University. Lane 5, Isabel Langridge from the University of Ottawa. Lane 6 is Jocelyn Evans from the University of Ottawa. Lane 7 is Katrina Venditti from McGill University. And lane 8 is Sarah Louise Tremblay from UQTR. Flipping first in lane 3, 28.09 is Natalie Day from McGill University. We got a battle for first place here between the Grace Liu, Rachel Smith, and Natalie Day of McGill. And touching first is Natalie Day from McGill in a time of 58.20. Moving on to heat 7. In lane 1 from the University of Sherbrooke, Jade St. Amour. In lane 2 from the University of Laval, Nora Dalu. In lane 3 from the University of Montreal, Micah Marigot. In lane 4 from the University of Trois-Rivières, Lawrence Arsenal. In lane 5 from McGill University, Rachel Blackmore. Lane 6 from McGill University, Area Jade Fortier. Lane 7 from Ottawa University, Emma Sear. And lane 8 from Ottawa University is Amy Miharg. Flipping first in lane 3 with a time of 28.57 is Micah Marigot from the University of Montreal. And Amy Miharg in lane 8 has the lead with 10 meters to go. And touching with a time of 58.15, Amy Miharg out of the gutter. On to the 8th and final heat of the women's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1 from the University of Ottawa, Annabelle Jackson. In lane 2 from the University of Laval, Marie-Christine Tremblay. Lane 3 from the University of Ottawa, Raphael Lavoie. In lane 4 from the University of Laval, Raphael Tremblay. Lane 5 from McGill University, Maya McGann. In lane 6 from McGill University, Stella Barslow. In lane 7 from UQTR, Florence Vachon. And lane 8 from McGill University, Beatrice Weiss-Reed. And flipping first with a time of 27.37 is lane 3, Raphael Lavoie from University of Ottawa. Raphael Lavoie holding off the lead with 10 meters to go. And touching with a time of 56.91 from lane 3, Raphael Lavoie from the University of Ottawa. We have now moved on to the men's 100-meter freestyle, Heat 1. In lane 3, we have Felix Thomas Cowan from the University of Montreal. In lane 4, we have Victor Zhang from the University of Ottawa. And in lane 5, from the University of Sherbrooke, we have Franco Maraki Scalise. Flipping first at a time of 27.31 is Victor Zhang from the University of Ottawa. Victor Zhang with a comfortable lead coming in for the last 5 meters. And touching in the time of 57 flats to win the first heat of the men's 100-meter freestyle. On to Heat 2 of the men's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Loic Rousseau from the University of Montreal. In lane 2, Yon Jalbert from the University of Sherbrooke. In lane 3, Jules Dumais from the University of Montreal. In lane 4, Philippe Lacasse from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 5, we have Justin Legault from the University of Montreal. Lane 6, we have Damien Figuet Kossirev from the University of McGill. In lane 7, we have Maxime Fernet from the University of Sherbrooke. And flipping first is lane 7 in a time of 27.14. Maxime Fernet from the University of Sherbrooke. Coming down to the last 5 meters, we got a close race here. And touching first, lane 1 in a time of 56.07. It is Loic Rousseau from the University of Montreal. On to Heat 3 of the men's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Jagdev Gill from the University of McGill. Lane 2, we have Simon Kucher from the University of Trois-Rivières. Lane 3, from the University of Sherbrooke, we have Calvin Walsh. Lane 4 is Frederick St. Pierre from the University of Trois-Rivières. Lane 5, we have Philippe Levesque from the University of Laval. Lane 6, Doran Novak from UDM. Lane 7 is Luis Felix Gonneau from University of Sherbrooke, and Sam Rossell in lane 8 from University of Ottawa. Flipping first with a time of 25.99 is lane 7, Luis Felix Gonneau from University of Sherbrooke. Tight race here, and touching first, lane 7, Luis Felix Gonneau from University of Sherbrooke with a time of 54.19. On to heat 4 of the men's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Theo Druin from University of Laval. Lane 2, Spencer Olouette from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 3, Nicholas Drawlett from University of Laval. Lane 4, David Pan from University of Montreal. Lane 5 is Carl Abu Ghanam from McGill University. Lane 6 is Julian Boyer from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 7, Alexandre Kernier from UDM. And lane 8 is Hisham El Hafawi from Ottawa University. Flipping first in lane 4 of a time of 25:13. We have David Pan, from the University of Montreal. We'll get a close race here. Last 10 meters. And lane 4, David Pan touching first in a time of 52:25. On to heat 5 of the men's 100-meter freestyle. In lane 1, Hugo Janvier from University of Laval. Lane 2, Jacob Mikola Jacek from Ottawa. Lane 3, Murat Tokali from McGill University. Lane 4, Artyom Volodin from McGill University. Lane 5, Edward Duffy from UDM. Lane 6 is Tyler Blaze from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 7 is Charlie Trofmick from Ottawa University. And lane 8 is James Clark from University of Ottawa. Flipping in first, lane 2, in a time of 24:76, is Jacob Milojevic from the University of Ottawa. Sorry for butchering that name. Oh, wow, big push here from Tyler Blaze in lane 6. And he ends up winning this heat in a time of 51:30. Lane 6, Tyler Blaze from the University of Sherbrooke. And on to our final heat of the men's 100-meter freestyle. This will be a good one. In lane 1 from University of Ottawa, Trevor Campbell. In lane 2 from UDM, Laure Lafontaine-Guguier. In lane 3 from McGill University, Augustin Bousson. Lane 4 from University of Ottawa, Alam Kurji. Lane 5 from University of McGill, River He. Lane 6 from UDM, Zachariah Boulajou. Lane 7 from University of Sherbrooke, Maxime Lafleur. And lane 8, Alexandre Gauthier from University of Laval. And flipping first in a time of 24:29 is Alam Kurji from the University of Ottawa. Alam Kurji with a body length lead. Alam Kurji with a comfortable lead coming into the last 5 meters and touching the wall in a time of 49:58. What a swim from Alam Kurji. On to our next event, the women's 200-meter butterfly. Onto the first heat of 2. In lane 1, we have Samuel Tarot from University of Sherbrooke. In lane 2, we have Amélie Robichaud from University of Ottawa. In lane 3, we have Daphne Tanguay from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 4, we have Marie-Hélène Lamoine from University of Laval. Lane 5, we have Elizabeth Michaud from University of Montreal. Lane 6, Mathilde Kayer from University of Trois-Rivières. And lane 7 is Marie-Jeanne Giasson from University of Laval. Touching first after the first 50, lane 4 is Marie-Hélène Lemoyne from University of Laval. Coming up to the halfway mark of this 200-meter butterfly, lane 4, Marie-Hélène Lemoyne from University of Laval, touching the time of 105.99. This is where I would start to die after the 100 in the 200 fly. Marie-Hélène with a comfortable lead at the moment, coming into the last 50. And with 150 to go, with a time of 1:44.47, Marie-Hélène from University of Laval fighting to hold off lane 3, Daphne Tanguay from University of Sherbrooke. And now leading with 15 meters to go, Daphne Tanguay from University of Sherbrooke, who touches in a time of 2:21.31, winning this first heat of the 200-meter butterfly. Seems like we have some technical difficulties with the starter microphone, so we may be in a little minute here. So bear with us. Seems like they got it figured out. So we are on to the second and final heat of this 200-meter butterfly. In lane 1, Melanie DiMaria from McGill University. Lane 2, Raphael Lord from University of Laval. Lane 3, Emily Morissette from University of Sherbrooke. Lane 4, Emily Deschazal from McGill University. And lane 5, Iris Tinmouth from McGill University. Lane 6, Sydney Colquhoun from Ottawa University. Lane 7, Josephine Streppel from the University of Ottawa. And then lane 8, we have Sydney Schemmelt from McGill University. And touching in first with a time of 106.49 is lane 4, Emily Deschazal from McGill University. Lane 3 is leading with less than a 50 to go. Emily Morissette from University of Sherbrooke. Iris Tinmouth is fighting to get the lead. With 15 meters to go, it is neck and neck. And, oh, lane 5 with a time of 2:15. Iris Tidmouth out-touches lane 3, Emily Morissette from University of Sherbrooke to win the final heat of this women's 200-meter butterfly. We have now started the men's 200-meter butterfly, the first heats. In lane 3, Michael Janvier from University of Laval. In lane 4, we have Philippe Lacasse from University of Sherbrooke. And in lane 5, we have Justin Goslin from the University of Laval. Touching first after that first 50 in a time of 29:52, Michael Janvier from University of Laval. Now at that halfway mark in a time of 1:03.97, Michael Janvier from the University of Laval still leads this first heat. With 1:50 to go, Michael Janvier still with a very comfortable lead in this first heat. Coming in and touching the wall with a time of 2:15.80 for Michael Janvier from University of Laval to win the first heat of this men's 200-meter butterfly. We are now moving on to heat 2 of the men's 200-meter butterfly. In lane 2, from University of Laval, Theo Drouin. In lane 3, from the University of McGill, Alejandro Gigi. In lane 4, from the University of Ottawa, Louis Lalonde. In lane 5, from the University of Ottawa, Adam Alcifan. In lane 6, from the University of Ottawa, Silas Campbell. And in lane 7, from the University of Sherbrooke, we have Michael Caron. Touching first, we have lane 4 in a time of 29:12. That's Louis Lalonde from the University of Ottawa. Lane 6, Silas Campbell is now in the lead. He's head-to-head with Adam Alcifan, who's right beside him. With 150 to go, Adam Alcifan is in the lead, with Silas Campbell close on his tail, as well as Louis Lalonde, all from the University of Ottawa. "15 meters to go, and it is neck and neck between Silas Campbell and Adam Alcifan. And Adam Alcifan with 2:08.67 for the win of the second heat of this men's 200-meter butterfly. Great race for those two. On to our third out of 4 heats of the 200-meter butterfly. In lane 1, we have Cedric Vigneault from University of Montreal. Lane 2, we have Juan Pablo Calazos from the University of Laval. Lane 3, Colin Shearer from the University of Ottawa. Lane 4 is Ji-Hoon Bae from McGill University. Lane 5 is Mathieu Bolduc from UDM. Lane 6, William Morin from McGill University. Lane 7, Keenan Gander from McGill University. And lane 8, Zachary Panarato from the University of Ottawa. The halfway mark, lane 7. We have Keenan Gander, who is in the lead from McGill University. Zachary Panarato and Keenan Gander are neck and neck right now. Touching for the last 50, Keenan Gander with a time of 1:34.24. Keenan Gander has slightly pulled ahead. He has half a body length lead over Zachary Panarato. And touching first in a time of 2:07.49, Keenan Gander from McGill University. On to the 4th and final heat of this men's 200-meter butterfly. In lane 1, we have Torin Vandersteen from McGill University. Lane 2, Yegor Semenyuk from McGill University. Lane 3, Tristan Labar from University of Laval. Lane 4, Robin Domingo from McGill University. Lane 5, Victor Ayong from University of Montreal. Lane 6 is Hashumi Haba from Ottawa University. Lane 7 is Noah Taylor from the University of Ottawa. And lane 8 is Joel Pednault from the University of Laval. Noah Taylor with a slight lead over Hashim Haba, and lane 3, Tristan Labar. Coming into the halfway mark of this 200-meter butterfly, it is lane 3, Tristan Labar, touching at a time of 59.99, followed by lane 7, Noah Taylor, and then followed by lane 6, Hashim Haba. In first place with a 50 left to go, Tristan Labar with a time of 1:32 flat. Robin Domingo right on his tail, 0.1 behind. Robin Domingo taking a slight lead over Tristan Labar on this last 50. Oh, great underwaters from Robin Domingo there. 10 meters to go. Half a body length lead for Robin Domingo. Coming into the wall and touching with a time of 2:02.31 for the winner of this heat in lane 4, Robin Domingo from McGill University. Moving on to our final individual event, the 100 backstroke. This is the women's 100 back, and we are starting heat 1. In lane 2, we have Maiva Gauthier from the University of Montreal. Lane 3 is Megan Crevier from University of Montreal. Lane 4, Emily Bellinger from the University of Sherbrooke. Lane 5 is Blanche Basset from University of Montreal. Lane 6 is Daphne Sengun from the University of Trois-Rivières. And lane 7 is Jorina Birnbaum from the University of Laval. Out first is lane 5 in a time of 33:04. Blanche Basset from the University of Montreal. And touching the wall in a time of 106.68. Lane 5, Blanche Basset from the University of Montreal. On to heat 2 of this woman's 100-meter backstroke. In lane 1 from the University of Laval, Celine Desprez. In lane 2 from the University of McGill, Gemma Durand. Lane 3 from the University of Montreal, Lily No. In lane 4 from the University of Ottawa, Amy Maharg. In lane 5 from McGill University, Natasha Frost. In lane 6, Annabelle Jackson from Ottawa University. Lane 7, Clara Jerling from Ottawa University. And in lane 8, Elizabeth Roy from the University of Laval. Flipping in first is Amy Maharg in a time of 31:25 out of lane 4. Amy Maharg with a comfortable lead coming into this last turn. With 10 meters to go, it is still Amy Maharg from the University of Ottawa GGs. Coming first into the wall and touching in a time of 1:04. onto the third and final heat of this 100-meter backstroke. In lane 1 from the University of Sherbrooke, Molly Boscheman. In lane 2 from the University of Laval, Eleanor Aubin. In lane 3 from the University of Ottawa, Isabel Melanson. In lane 4 from McGill University, Rebecca McGrath. In lane 5 from UDM, Martine Sorel. In lane 6 from McGill University, Harper Lipton. In lane 7 from Ottawa University, Abby McKinley. And in lane 8 from McGill University, Kaylin Firth. Flipping first is lane 5 in a time of 30.16, Martine Sorel from the University of Montreal. Wow, great underwaters from Rebecca McGrath from McGill. 10 meters to go, and she has a slight edge over Martine Sorel coming into the wall, touching in a time of 101.04 from Rebecca McGrath from the McGill University. We are now starting our men's 100-meter backstroke, heat one of 3, sorry. In lane 1 from the University of Laval, Matthew Gougion. In lane 2 from the University of Ottawa, Jan Zephyr. In lane 3 from the University of Laval, Vincent Cotier. In lane 4 from McGill University, Augustin Boussion. In lane 5 from the University of Laval, Remy Lavoie-Mill. In lane 6 from the University of Montreal, Hans Li-Yang Pin. In lane 7 from the University of Sherbrooke, Antoine Dion. In lane 8 from the University of Montreal, Felix Thomas Cowan. And flipping at the wall first in a time of 28.45 was lane 4, Augustin Boisson. And touching first in a time of 58.08, Augustin Boussion, from the University of McGill. Onto the second heat of 3 for the men's 100-meter backstroke. There seems to be some technical difficulties with the starter's mic. So there might be a bit of a break to try and fix that. Alrighty, welcome back. And in lane 1, we have Alexandre Filiatrots from the University of Laval. Lane 2, Alexandre Dehem Lamlin from University of Montreal. Lane 3, Victor Lambert from the University of Montreal. Lane 4, Lucas Triger from the University of Laval. Lane 5, Damien Bailey from the University of Ottawa. Lane 6, Alvin Zen Song from McGill University. Lane 7, Samuel Barassa from the University of Montreal. And then lane 8 is Jean-Christophe Laroux from the University of Sherbrooke. Flipping first was lane 5, Damien Bailey from the University of Ottawa GGs. We got a head-to-head race here between Damien Bailey and Alvin Zen Song. And touching first in a time of 57.69 is Alvin Zen Song from the McGill University, followed shortly behind by Damien Bailey. Alrighty, this is the third and final heat of the men's 100-meter backstroke. In lane 1 from the University of McGill, Ricardo Camuso. In lane 2 from the University of McGill, Onur Gul. In lane 3 from Ottawa University, Nicholas Rajovinik. In lane 4 from McGill University, Loic Corville-Fortin. In lane 5 from McGill University, Romain Van Moen. In lane 6 from the University of Ottawa, Jonathan Gallagher. In lane 7 from UDM, Laure Lafontaine-Guiguier, and lane 8 is Tyler Blaze from University of Sherbrooke. And flipping first on a time of 26.04, Loic Corville-Fortin from McGill University. Loic with quite the lead coming in that last 10 meters, followed closely behind by Romain Benoin. And touching a time of 53.54 from Loic Corville-Fortin from the University of McGill. So we are repeating the women's 200-meter breaststroke from earlier. Let me go back to the heat sheet. We have Grace Liu in lane 5 from the University of Ottawa. And in lane 5, we have Chloe Cooper-Kelly from McGill. Lane 4, sorry. And touching first for the first 50 is Grace Liu from the University of Ottawa with a time of 35.92. At the halfway mark, we have Chloe Cooper Kelly in the lead with a time of 1:16.34. With 1:50 to go, it's still Chloe Cooper Kelly in the lead. Coming into the wall, Chloe Cooper Kelly touching in a time of 2:38.98. And Grace Liu from the University of Ottawa touching in a time of, it did not, oh, there we go, 2:49.82. I think we have a 50 back here. 50 or 100, we'll see after that first 50. It is the 100 backstroke. Looking strong coming into that last turn. There's some great underwaters. Last 10 meters of this 100 backstroke. And touching in a time of 1:04.96. We are now having another 10-minute break. We will see you back after that break is complete. Welcome back to the final event of this Cup 3 at the University of Ottawa. We have the 800-meter freestyle relay, the 4x2. In lane 3, we have the University of Sherbrooke A team. In lane 4, we have the U Ottawa GG's B team. And in lane 5, we have University of Laval B team. After the first 100, we have Laval in the lead, followed shortly and close behind by the University of Ottawa. New Ottawa seems to be making a push on this 50 here, as they are now in the lead. With 150 to go on the first leg, it is the GGs in first place with a time of 1:35.49 for that 150. Diving in for the second leg, the GGs are still in the lead. They have a pretty comfortable lead now after that first leg. Looks like about a body length ahead of Laval. Flipping at the 100-meter mark of the second leg is the U Ottawa GGs, still in the lead with a time of 3:10.68. Laval is trying to fight back to get in this race. With 150 to go, the U Ottawa GGs still in the lead, building their lead, trying to maintain the lead from Laval's B team. The last 25 of this second leg here. And still diving in the first place are the U Ottawa GG's B team. Halfway mark, 4:17.13 is the GG's time right now. Sherbrooke is trying to make a move on the University of Laval B team here. Well, the U Ottawa GGs have a comfortable lead in first at the moment. 500 down and 300 to go. With 150 to go on this third leg of the 800-meter freestyle relay, the GGs are pulling quite ahead. While it's a close race for second and third between Laval and Sherbrooke. And now we have the GGs diving in for their fourth and final leg of this 800-meter freestyle relay. Followed now by the University of Laval and the University of Sherbrooke. Sherbrooke is coming close to Laval here, fighting for every inch. Ottawa. Last 25 for the Ottawa GGs. Sherbrooke has overtaken the University of Laval. And the Ottawa GGs win this heat with a time of 8:43.27. Followed by the University of Sherbrooke with an 8:48.88. Followed by the University of Laval with 8:50.40 as their time. Now on to the second and final heat of the 800-meter freestyle relay. In lane 2, we have UQTR, 18. In lane 3, we have the University of Laval, 18. In lane 4, we have the University of McGill, A team. In lane 5, we have the University of McGill, B team. In lane 6, we have the University of Ottawa, GG's, A team. And in lane 7, we have the University of Montreal, A team. Halfway mark of the first leg, and we have McGill in first place with a time of 1:00:74. McGill still with the lead. Laval is trying to catch up and get in the race with them. It's the last 25 of the first leg of this relay. Touching in a time of 2:03:35 is McGill in first place, followed by Laval in second place with a time of 2:04:96. Laval still holding on to that lead that McGill has, trying to inch closer every stroke. We are now halfway of the second leg. Last 50 for this second leg of the 800-meter freestyle relay. McGill still leading. University of Laval fighting with every stroke, trying to catch back up. And after the second leg, McGill still leads with a time of 4:08:09. Coming up to the halfway point of this third leg, and McGill has built an even bigger lead coming into this last and final leg. McGill with a body length and a half coming into this final leg. We got a fight for third place down on the bottom of your screen here in between McGill and the U Ottawa GG's A team, McGill's B team. The McGill A team approaching that 700-meter mark on this turn here. Trying to maintain this lead that they have over Laval's A team. The GGs are trying to hold off the McGill B team. We got 50 meters to go in this 800-meter freestyle relay for the McGill A team. Oh, look at this race down here. GG's versus McGill. It is stroke for stroke. And McGill's A team finishing first in a time of 8:19:38. Who is going to win this battle between the B team and the A team of Ottawa and McGill? Oh! And the U Ottawa GGs out-touch McGill's B team for third place with a time of 8:31:71. We have the first heat of the men's 800-meter freestyle coming up. I believe that the officials have combined the first heat and the second heat of this men's 800 meter this 800 meter freestyle relay. So we only have one heat now, I believe. Alrighty, here we go. The final event of this Cup 3 at the University of Ottawa. In lane 1, we have the University of Laval B team. In lane 2, we have the University of Sherbrooke A team. In lane 3, we have the University of Ottawa A team. In lane 4, we have the University of Montreal A team. In lane 5, we have the University of McGill A team. In lane 6, we have the University of Laval A team. And then in lane 7, we have McGill's B team. And in lane 8, we have the U Ottawa GG's B team. Alrighty, in first place, lane 5, McGill's A team flips first for the halfway point of this first leg. This is going to be a good one here, folks. With a 50 to go, it is lane 3, the U Ottawa GG's leading the pack. The U Ottawa GG's first leg is really bringing the Jets on this last 15 meters. And they dive in first. They touch the wall at a time of 1:51.04, followed by lane 5, McGill, in a time of 1:52.18, followed by University of Montreal, 1:52.80. Halfway through this second leg, and the GG's are still in first, but they're trying to hold out the University of Montreal. The University of McGill is also holding on there. UDM and McGill have both taken the lead over the previous leader, U Ottawa GG's. This is the last 50 of the second leg here. UDM touches first for the second leg. with a time of 3:43.27, followed by McGill with a 3:43.88, followed by the GGs with a 3:45.59. It is a close race up at the top here. McGill versus UDAM. Oh, it is neck and neck between these two teams. The University of Ottawa trying to fight their way back into this top three. It is stroke for stroke right now between these two teams. Coming into the last 50 on this third leg. McGill A-team touching first in the time of 5:37.36, followed by UDAM's team in a 5:37.63, followed by the U Ottawa GGs in third place. This is the fourth and final leg of this 800-meter men's relay. UDAM is starting to pull away from this McGill A-team here, while the U Ottawa GJs are trying to fend off Laval's A-team. UDAM flips halfway through this last leg. Flips him first, followed by McGill, followed by Laval. Laval has just overtaken the U Ottawa GGs on that turn. UDAM is building a comfortable lead for this last leg here. On to the last 50 of this 800-meter freestyle relay. We have UDAM destroying the competition, finishing in a time of 7:25.88, followed by second place 7:31.44 for University of McGill, followed by University of Laval A-team in a time of 7:33.31. What a race. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of our Cup 3 hosted by the U Ottawa GGs. I thank everyone for listening in, and till next time.